Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Chemistry Guru 1993. So in the last video, we have completed the MIs chapter. So you can go through the channel and check it. Last video for MIs is still pending. It is already uh, prepared, but I have to upload the last video for diazonium salt, carboxylic acid and amines. Now two chapters are completed into the channel. You can go through it and check it. Today we are going to start a new video, new chapter, biomolecule. After the biomolecule, we'll start D block, F block, and coordination compound. So be with me. Sure, till the NEET exam we will finish the complete syllabus. And today we are going to start biomolecule. Okay, thank you. So you can check your screen. This is the lecture number one for biomolecule. We are going to start biomolecule today. So, what is the chapter name? The name of the chapter is biomolecule, children. It is biomolecule. So, biomolecule with Govind sir. So, this video is only a introductory session for the biomolecule. Small things we are going to discuss in this chapter. This is the lecture number one for the biomolecule. Okay, so start. What is biomolecule, children? So basically, biomolecule it is the chapter from biochemistry, the part of chemistry which is called biochemistry. Okay, so biochemistry. What is biochemistry, children? Biochemistry means what is going on, what is going on in living system, what is going on in living system like plants related, animal related, humans related, what is going on in the living system, that is the study of biochemistry. Whatever is going on living system, that will be under the biochemistry. Biochemistry is classified into two categories: bioorganic and bioinorganic. So this is the classification of biochemistry, bioorganic and bioinorganic. So we are not going to discuss about the bioinorganic chemistry. We will discuss bioorganic chemistry. Okay, in our syllabus, bioorganic chemistry is there. Bioorganic. So in the bioorganic chemistry, children, we will talk about the molecule. We will talk about the molecules. And our focus will be on molecule and important molecules, carbohydrates, protein, and nucleic acid. And remainings are vitamins, lipid, hormones. So these are the important topics of biochemistry. These three very important topic, and carbohydrate is most important. Carbohydrate is the most important topic, and these are the least prior. So these total six kind of molecule we will discuss in this chapter. If we are talking about the weightage of this chapter, so 2% overall chemistry weightage for this chapter. So maximum number of question in your NEET exam will be two questions in the NEET exam. And as for JEE point of view, there will be one question, maybe or not, depends upon the situation. Okay, so that is the small introduction about the chapter. Okay, children. In the next case, in the next case, we are going to discuss about the carbohydrates. So, what is carbohydrate? Carbohydrates. So, according to the word, carbo means carbon and hydrate means water. So, the classical definition, you can say old definition, classical definition of carbohydrate is they are hydrates of carbon with molecular formula CXH2OY. This is the classical definition. Carbohydrates are the hydrates of carbon with the molecular formula CXH2OY. So example, if we are talking, so sucrose C12H22O11. So how can write C12H2O11? Example number 1. Glucose C6H12O6. So C6H2O6. So these are the two examples whose satisfying this formula. But if we are having acetic acid, what is the formula of acetic acid, children? CH3COOH. CH3COOH. So how can you write? C2H4O2 C2H2O whole twice. So this formula is also satisfying. This is also satisfying this formula. But children, the problem is acetic acid, it is not carbohydrate. This is the problem. One more thing, some species are not satisfying the formula, but they are carbohydrate, like ramenose. If we are talking about ramenose, C6H12O5. So C6H2O5 and H2. It is not satisfying the formula, but it is a carbohydrate. This is what happened. This is not satisfying this formula, but it is a carbohydrate. Then what happened? So this classical definition is not valid. So what is the modern definition? So let's talk about the modern definition. Modern definition of carbohydrates. So what is the definition, guys? Carbohydrates are carbohydrates are optically active polyhydroxy polyhydroxyaldehyde or ketone or any such compound which produce these on hydrolysis. Check it the definition properly. For it is saying, first thing, carbohydrates are optically active polyhydroxyaldehyde or ketone or any such compound which produce these on hydrolysis. So this is the definition. Okay, so let's talk about the definition. What is the meaning? In that case, so optically active, one thing we will discuss. What is the meaning of optically active? So children, in front of you, is there any light source, your tube light, your bulb, whatever? So this kind of light source we are having regularly. Light is scattered everywhere, okay? And if this light is passing through a prism, it is converted into unidirectional ray, PPL. It's called PPL. And again, if these lights are passing through a compound which can rotate PPL into clockwise or anti-clockwise, so that substance is called optically active. Okay, that substance is called optically active. That compound is called optically active. So generally, you can say a substance which is having chiral carbon, which is having chiral carbon. Second thing, polyhydroxy. Polyhydroxy means, poly means many. In the carbohydrates, many OH group present. And the third is either it is CHO or ketone. Either it is CHO, many OH group is there, either it is CHO and or it is ketone. And the last point is written, or any such compound which produce these on hydrolysis. If on the hydrolysis that produces this substance, then that will be also your carbohydrate. So this is the definition and meaning of the carbohydrate. Let's talk about the example. I hope definition is clear to you. Let's talk about the example. In the case of example, plus D glucose plus D glucose. So what is the meaning of everything here? Plus means dextro rotatory. D means it's a DL naming. What is DL naming, children? Plus means dextrorotatory. It is able to rotate PPL into clockwise direction. That is why plus. Plus means dextrorotatory. It is showing the rotation. It is showing the direction change. DL naming, check it. DL naming, where you have to follow 6 or more than 6 carbon chain. 6 or more than 6 carbon chain, if there, then DL naming you have to follow. Okay, plus D glucose. Let's talk about the structure of this glucose structure. So what is the structure here? This is hydrogen, this is oxygen, here 1 carbon, 2 carbon, 3 carbon, 4 carbon, 5 carbon and 6 carbon, CH2OH. Position of OH and H is fixed, not like anywhere you can place. Okay, this position is fixed, children. Okay, so no need to change the position. Okay, so that is your D glucose. D glucose, check it. 1 2 3 4 5 5 OH group are there. I told you many OH group. And optically active means chiral carbon 1 2 3 chiral center, 4 chiral center. Optically active polyhydroxy aldehyde CHO. So it is optically active polyhydroxyaldehyde. Okay. How to know that which one is D, which one is L? So this is the last carbon and this is the second last carbon. This carbon, this is the second last carbon. Check the position of OH. If OH is right position, then you have to use D. Okay. Now, what is the mirror image of this? What is the mirror image? For that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Change the position. H, OH, OH, H, H, OH, H, OH. It is our L-glucose. L-glucose. Here last carbon and here second last carbon. It is in left side. If in the second carbon OH is left side, then it is L. Chiral carbon 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is about the DL. DL naming. Sometime you will get small d, D glucose. That is the same meaning. Same meaning means it is also like this. D means dextrorotatory. Small d means dextrorotatory. So this is the example. Children, everything is clear now. I hope everything is clear. Plus D glucose. Talk about the some property. Plus D glucose, number one, it's a carbohydrate. It is a carbohydrates. Second point, plays prominent role in biochemistry. Most abundant substance in biomolecule. Omnipresent fuel in biology. So, first thing, it's a carbohydrate, plays prominent role in biochemistry, very important. Most abundant, easily available, most abundant substance in biomolecule, because without glucose we cannot survive. And it is a omnipresent fuel. Fuel means which substance who are providing energy. So this is the substance which is providing energy to us. Okay, so this is the thing. Plus D glucose. So O's means, children, O's means sugar. Ose means what? Sugar. Okay. What is the source if we are talking? Source of glucose. So basically, by the photosynthesis in plant leaf. Photosynthesis in plant leaf. In that case, CO2 plus H2O presence. External condition. What is the external condition? External condition, we required sunlight and chlorophyll. Sunlight and chlorophyll. What is chlorophyll? Chlorophyll is a metal ion complex. Metal ion complex of magnesium. Metal ion complex of magnesium. That is the chlorophyll. Okay. So this is the main source of carbohydrates. Sorry, glucose. Okay. Let's talk about the storage of glucose. Storage of storage of plus D glucose. Okay. In biopolymer. So check it. D glucose is stored in starch, glycogen and cellulose. Okay. And these are interconvertible also. That means starch is converted into glucose, glucose is converted into starch. Similarly, this also. These are interconvertible. So you can write D glucose is interconvertible. D glucose is interconvertible in starch, glycogen and cellulose. Okay. So starch from where you are getting? In plant seed as food. As a food we are inletting in plant seeds as food. In plant seed as food. Glycogen, here it is also called animal starch. Glycogen is also called animal starch and transported via bloodstream and liver stored in liver. Glycogen is also called animal starch transported via bloodstream stored in liver. Cellulose, it is the framework for structure of plant, outer layer you can say of plants. Framework for structure of plant. Okay, so this is the basic information. Collect it properly. D-glucose, storage of D-glucose in biopolymer. It is stored in biopolymer. Biopolymer means starch, glycogen, cellulose. Starch in plant seed as food, glycogen animal starch transported via bloodstream, stored in liver, cellulose, framework for structure of plant. Okay, let's talk about the use of biopolymer. Use of biopolymer of glucose. So these are the biopolymers of glucose, starch, glycogen and cellulose. And what is the use? Glycogen, if we are talking about glycogen, so what is long term energy storage, long term energy storage in liver and muscles. Sometime if you know, we are facing hungry but we are not dying, we are surviving because energy is stored in our liver and muscles that will be converted into fuel. Long term energy storage in liver and muscles. Second, starch. Starch, children, starch you are inletting with food like rice, potatoes, rice, potatoes, bread, so many things, okay, etc. Then cellulose, use of cellulose if we are talking, so it is used in paper, for making paper, money also, note also made by this, wood, it is used in shelter, furniture, and cotton for cloths. Okay, so from cellulose we are preparing paper, money also prepared, economic growth, wood, shelter, furniture, cotton for cloths. So this is all about the glucose. In the next video we will discuss about the classification of glucose on different basis. So that is all about the biomolecule introduction lecture. So thank you children. Please give your support, like the video, share the video, subscribe the channel.